Welcome everyone. Welcome, 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 welcome. So I had to reset the live because I still had the previous person's screen on my side. So just a little glitch, so I had to restart. Good on you, Scotty. Welcome. Welcome back. Slide away. Give it all you've got. Miles today. Falling from the top. Dream of you. All we wanna. Welcome to the rabbit hole. We'll find a way, chasing the sun. Let me be the one that shines with you. In the morning, you don't know what to do. Sending out quick invites, sending out quick invites.
Hi,
How are you?
how are you, my friend?
Sorry, say that again?
How are you, my friend?
I'm good and you. Sorry, the music was so loud in here that I couldn't hear what you were saying, so I just pause the music. Where are you from?
I'm from Ecuador. You want to do a battle?
Yeah, we can.
Okay, let's do it. What are you from?
I'm from South Africa.
Okay, okay. Is that where you are right now?
Yes, yes, that's where. Are you born and raised in Ecuador?
No, I'm from Ecuador, but I live in Florida.
Okay, that's cool. How do I pronounce your name?
Joanna.
Joanna. Okay, that's pretty cool. What do you do for a living, Joanna?
I got multiple things happening at once,
But that's
but
cool.
yeah, but I'm a sound healer. I use sound healing crystals. I'm gonna be
That's
doing a lot
pretty
of.
cool. I've looked into that at some stage. Like I'm so fascinated by that. Like the way it works. I'm a musician, and sound is really cool to me. So that is definitely something that I've stumbled upon at one stage, and I was like looking at that. How does it work? Please explain.
Well, sound healing can do a lot for our bodies, but if you're stressed out, a lot of people that do it is because they need to just calm down and relax and just have some type of muscle pain or whatever. They just want to let go, release of some type of emotion. So, sound healing really gets you there. And with some guided meditation, that can take you also there and some sound healing at the same time, your body gets to just release and just relax. So it's really beautiful, and everybody should do it.
That's very, very, very cool.
Yeah.
So do you have like people that come to you for healing and then you
Yeah,
do that?
I just started this a couple weeks ago. So I'm super excited for the journey. I'm going to be doing a lot of events all over South Florida. So I'm excited.
Well,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Well, congratulations. I hope it goes well.
Thank you. What kind of music do you play?
Oh,
Hi,
I
Gail.
I do rock and roll. I love rock and roll. That's my thing. Thank you so much, Joe Louis. How are you doing, Louis? Are you well? Yeah, I do rock and roll, and yeah, I love it. Music
Passion.
is yeah, is my passion. I really love it. If I could be a full time musician, I would do that anytime. But at the moment, I'm a freelancer, so I do modeling and I also do streaming, which I also like.
Yeah, yeah, that's what a place where you can promote the business, you can build
Yes.
community, have a good time, do some battles. It is fun if you enjoy it.
No, I do love it, and it's really cool.
Yeah.
How did you get into sound healing? Did it start with something else? Did it start with crystals and then you moved over to like sound healing? Because
It all started with the spiritual awakening. It all
Yeah, yeah.
started with going to different events and doing sound healing myself, going to have Reiki on myself, and kind of getting interested in all those things. And I wanted to do that on my own. And
That's really cool.
yeah, and now I'm super excited, to just travel around South Florida and just have events with amazing people. And the community is just so loving and beautiful. And it's just, I'm so excited for what's about to come.
That's really cool. Joe Louis,
Yeah.
how you doing, brother? It's so nice to have you in the chat, man. We
Mm.
should do a battle sometime on you. It's really cool.
How long
Well,
you been on the app?
I think it's just over a month now. Um,
Yeah.
I haven't. I'm a TikTok refugee, although I'm still on TikTok because it didn't really get banned in South Africa. But I'm still on TikTok and like I do it all over, you know. And you?
Oh, it's banned over there?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not banned here. So, but luckily it came back and everything is back to normal. But yeah, I mean, I started favorites at about a month ago, and I'm
Wow.
enjoying it. It's really cool.
Yeah, this app is getting really cool and it's growing so fast.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Guys, yeah, everybody follow T. Is that your name, Tia?
Tian, yes. Welcome, Crystal. How
Tian.
you doing? Yeah.
Tian. Hi,
Um.
George.
So, are you born? You born and raised in Ecuador, right? So, when did you move to Florida? Queen Homer.
I moved to Florida 2015, so it's been a while.
Yeah, that is quite some time. I mean, you can call it home now, right?
I'm, yeah, I hope my English is getting there better.
I mean, English is also not my first language. I speak Afrikaans, so
Oh.
I'm also not the best with English, but I don't think my English is bad. So I just have an accent
I
sometimes.
thought
Yeah.
that was your first language.
No, it's not. I actually speak Afrikaans, so I'm getting used to
Mm.
speaking English because I do it at work and I do it on live streaming because most of the world is English. It's the universal language, but
Yeah,
it's not my first language. But it's not difficult, is it?
I like it. I enjoy it.
No, it's
Now
cool.
that, yeah,
What?
MEP Donald, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
Thank you
you,
so much for
Sienna.
the gifts. Thank you so much, Joe Louis. You are MVP, my bro. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. So,
Oh, Joey's there. Hi, Joey.
me and Joe, we actually met on TikTok. We've done some battles before.
Really? Yeah, he's so cool. We battle too.
He's also a really cool musician. So yeah, we've done we've spent some time on TikTok. We've done some lives together. So it's really cool.
Okay.
What is your the language you speak in your home country? What is the home language there?
Oh, well, I'm Latina, so I speak Spanish.
Spanish. Okay.
Yeah. Have you ever been in South America? Any of you guys?
I've never been. Never.
Never?
No.
Never, ever, ever, ever.
Have you ever been in Africa?
No, I want to go. Oh, I'm such a gypsy. I want to travel the world.
South Africa is synonymous for wildlife, and we have a vast open spaces here. Lots of wild animals. It's really cool, like mountains and all crazy fucking wild shit. So I love stuff like that. I grew up on a farm, and I love going back to the farm. It's like it's called the bushveld, where you just covered by trees and animals, and you can see
Mm.
the Milky Way at night. That's I love that. It's really
Oh,
cool.
that is so cool.
Let's go double points.
Guys, Thomas! Salty, thank you,
Do I look
Salty.
like? There is some South African like meat and bread food that is amazing. Yes, South African food is
Hi,
incredible.
Norman.
Some cool South African food. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, girls. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I hope I go to travel there. I just want to go everywhere, honestly. Sammy, I just want to
Same.
see
I
the
mean,
world.
I think it's important for people to go and experience different cultures. I think it's really important.
Oh,
I think you
exactly.
can learn a lot from like just going across the border, even just across the street and going, you know what I mean? Like you can learn so much. It opens your mind and
Oh, definitely.
you
Even
stump
if
you
you, sorry, even
no
if you
second.
travel inside the US, if you go to different
Yes,
states,
exactly.
it's different.
I mean there's
Everybody's,
parts of my country I haven't even seen. You know what I mean? and there's some cool shit. There's some cool shit.
That's nice.
There's a place in South Africa called Knysna, and it's like it's basically like it's our forests, and it's right next to the ocean, but it's like tropical climate. So it's all these mountains with forests, and then you can go there and you can go and meet a shaman, and you can go and do ayahuasca and all crazy shit. So
Oh shit, that's
yeah, so
awesome.
I wanna go there one day, and maybe if if I have the inner strength, I can go and do an ayahuasca ceremony because I've always wanted to
Oh,
do that.
yeah, I just came back from ayahuasca. I did it on December 21st.
And
I did it in Ecuador with the natives.
please enlighten me on your ayahuasca experience. How was it? Were you
Oh, that's
scared
on.
before you went there?
Um,
Were you scared of the like
I
the?
was super nervous. Yeah, I didn't. I wanted to do it on 2023, but there were so many obstacles when I went to Ecuador, and like I don't think it was the right time because they didn't have any space for me anymore. I wanted to go to the Amazon, they didn't have any space for me either. So
Ah,
I just
fuck.
had to respect that it wasn't the right time and I wasn't there emotionally or mentally. So I'm glad it didn't
I mean, the
happen. So
universe has its ways of telling you when it's not the right time. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. So this time it was, I don't know how to even put it into words. It was magical, it was mystical, it was healing, it was, I got to see a lot of things about the past. It's so personal and it's so unique. So everybody has their own trip, you know?
just for the people who don't know, ayahuasca is a very personal thing. You
Mm,
can only do it with a shaman that is that's obviously like taught by his what
community
did you peer.
and ancestors, yeah.
Yes, and it's the strongest psychedelic on earth. You take it, and how long is the trip?
It all depends. They got like 1 day retreats, 3 days, but the trip it takes like it's hours and hours. So it all
It was
depends.
about
So
12 hours, like even a bit more than that.
it's all night if you do it all night. So
Yeah. And you go really deep into those little drawers that you never go and visit in your brain. The places, the memories, the things that you have forgotten about, and it's really personal. I mean,
yeah,
some sense of it is a bad trip, and some of it is beautiful. But you have to go, and you have to be ready for that stuff.
yeah. It's yeah because if the medicine will show you what you need to know, what you need to hear, where you
Yes,
are right now, and whatever is inside of you. If you're going through a lot at the moment and you haven't done any type of inner work or whatever, that's everything is so personal.
it will
So
come out. Yes.
it will come out. She will tell you. She will like, "Ugh," or she will give you love, or she will do both. It all depends,
I'm
you know.
I'm nervous because I used to be I used to be a big weed smoker. I used to smoke a lot of weed, and then one day I had a panic attack. I smoked weed and I went to sleep as a nap in the afternoon. I had a panic attack, and it made me really scared because I smoked weed for about 8 years and I was really scared. And I called turkey the weed completely, and I think the effect of my body adjusting to not having that was really, really, really tough. I think I had a panic attack for about 3 days long because I
Wow.
cold turkeyed it completely, and I think that made me a bit scared for like
Yeah.
psychedelics and stuff. So I'm a bit
Yeah.
scared still to go and take ayahuasca, and I'm really scared that like weird shit's gonna happen. But I think
Exactly.
that's part of the thing is that weird shit has to happen in order for you to move on from it, essentially.
And you will, yeah, it will call you whenever you're ready. In probably right now, it's just not the right time. It can be in 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Who knows? Maybe
Yeah.
never. Maybe next week. Maybe next month. It will just show up. It'll just
I
really
don't think
come
it's
to
gonna be
you.
next week. I think it'll go.
It can be tonight. Just kidding.
No.
You
How
just
do you feel
take a
after
trip.
the? How do you feel after the ayahuasca? Do you feel like a complete different person,
Um,
or do you just feel like an enhanced yourself?
I feel like I leveled up, honestly.
Okay, but that's a good thing, isn't it?
Internally, yeah, it showed me so many things and like revealed so many things and answered a lot of questions. But when I did ayahuasca, I didn't bring any type of questions or anything. I just let her tell me what I needed to know, and just had a really that intention of just show me. I don't want to control it. I just want to allow it. So I feel like I got what
That's
I
a good
needed.
mindset to have because you're not in control. You know what I mean? It's like you have to
Hmm.
let go at some point in your life because I feel like the world is full of control freaks, and I'm one myself to an extent because I think any normal person, you want to feel in control of your life and you want to feel in control of the stuff you do and how you are around people and what the images you put out into the world. Of course you want to control that. But I think
Yeah.
at some stage you have to let go because if you feel like if it feels like something gets out of control, that's when anxiety starts and all the other things, and that's one of the reasons why I think like doing an ayahuasca ceremony or even just sound healing is such a cool thing because you just let go for that brief moment in your whole life
Mhm.
where I think it's necessary for human beings to do at the end of the day.
Oh my God, it's so beautiful the way you put it together. Yeah.
Do you know
I
what I
feel
mean?
like, yeah, it teaches you how to just surrender in life. Just let go of everything.
Yes.
Even so, what he taught me now, I had an attachment, a huge attachment. Donald, I had a huge attachment
Go for it.
with my bags. As silly, as stupid as it is.
What
I had a
bag?
huge attachment. I had a collection of bags, like a women
Oh
bag.
fuck. And now I'm scared to go because I am such a clothes hoarder that,
Oh my
that
God. Oh my God, exactly. So the attachment of those stupid bags that are just sitting
thank
there
you for
doing nothing, I'm gonna get rid of every single one of
oh
them. I'm
fuck.
selling them all, and I'm gonna let go of that attachment, and I'm gonna use that money to invest in the indigenous community's art and bring that to America and have my business that it will be all handmade items and
What
collaborating with my own
what
culture
bags are you
instead of
selling? Asking for a
like
friend.
just good brands, like brand name, high end brands.
No, no, I've got a big problem with shopping. I think like I have no space for clothes. I love clothes. Shoes and clothes is my thing. I love fashion because I'm on stage all the time, or most of the times. I buy outfits for stage, and
Mm.
I wear them on stage, and I love just wearing cool clothes. And so I have an exceptional collection of clothes, which I love, but to some extent it does become a problem, doesn't it? Because
Yeah.
it just consumes everything around it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it becomes our identity in a part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, so it's beautiful to just let go and be free. And now you can rebrand yourself now. Who are you becoming? So what are you attracted to? And it's beautiful to see, oh wow, that part of me is gone. Now I want to do something different. It's a better version of myself. And I can choose and
Yes.
pick if I want to buy that. And I buy it because I want to, not because it's my
Thank you,
identity.
sir.
You know? Hi,
Oh, we
Foster.
love.
Oh
We
my
got it,
God,
guys.
guys,
We
y'all
got it.
saved
We
him.
got
I didn't.
it. We got it at the end. Oh
I
my
don't
god.
even want to take the nuggies.
Oh my god, we got it. Let's do one
Oh,
more. Let's do one more.
do you want to run
Um,
the 3 minute? Let's do the 3 minute match. You want to do
yes,
that
we can do
instead
the
so it
three
goes
minute match,
fast?
but you have to send me an invite for the 3 minute match because I don't know. Oh, it's actually just here, and then you go quick battle. There we go.
Oh, we got restricted. Oh, hold on,
No, what do
chat.
you mean restricted?
On TikTok.
Oh, fuck. Okay, no, I'm not live on TikTok. It's okay. It's because you're talking about the bags you're selling, and now TikTok
Oh
restricted
yeah,
you
yeah,
for
yeah.
the
Oh
bag.
shoot, we talk about ayahuasca. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
restart here, guys.
we'll go after this show, 100%.
It's so sensitive. Holy shit. Okay.
That's why I enjoy this new app or the favorite set is because I can just come in here and be myself. I can swear, I can have a cigarette, have a drink, whatever whatever I feel like. Because on TikTok, it was so crazy. Like I've got banned before. It's really stupid sometimes. It's like if I feel like they're watching and controlling it the whole time, which I get.
Everything.
Like I understand that there's guidelines and things like that, but it's hectic. It's so hectic. Thank you, Jenny.
It's too much. Guys, one galaxy is way too much. How young are you?
I am 28. And
That's
you?
cool. Same.
Are you born 96?
Yes.
Same. What is
What?
your star sign?
I'm a Pisces, Scorpio, Scorpio.
I'm just a Leo. I'm just one of them. I'm not a few. I'm just when is your birthday? Thank you, Sarah. Let's go.
March, March. So you're a Leo. You're fire. Ooh, he's a fire sign, guys. Triples.
I'm in August. I'm in August.
August. Okay. Okay. Look at you.
What is your
Leos
what
are.
is your you're a rat as well, right?
I am water.
No, but I mean the Chinese star sign.
Oh, what am I on the Chinese
Thank you,
zodiac?
Julie. Yeah, the Chinese zodiac, yeah.
I'm a rat.
I'm also a rat. The first time I found out I was a rat, I was not happy until I read what the rat's attributes are like. Then I was like, okay, now that's fucking cool. It's okay. I'm happy to be a rat because other people are like fucking cool stuff, like fucking horses and dogs and monkeys, and I'm just like, I'm a rat. I don't want to be a rat. In real life, I'm scared of rats. Why am I a rat? And then I
No,
was
you're a
like,
rat
okay,
too.
no, no, it makes sense. I'm fine. I'm happy to be a rat.
Okay, I want to see the qualities of like in the Chinese. What are rats?
I actually think the Chinese zodiac signs are more like real than the actual zodiac signs.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
and the Mayan. I don't know if you ever seen the Mayan from the Mayan
The
zodiac. That is.
Aztecs, do they also have?
Oh my God, those are so deep. It goes on forever.
Really?
Yeah.
I
So
didn't even know that. I want to
yes.
know what the horses Aztec signs are like. Yeah, horses are cool, Sarah. Horses are cool. I mean, fucking hell.
Oh, let me see the rats. Let's see what they say about us rats.
I was expecting sneaky shit because rats are so sneaky, but no, rats are
Yeah,
actually not sneaky. They're actually super chill.
I don't know about that.
You don't know what you are.
Oh, rats
Well,
are charming, super charming. How are you charming? Generous, quick-tempered, ambitious, reckless. A little scatter. Her mind is scattered everywhere. Passionate and very sensitive, and very imaginative.
I've got such a fucking big imagination. Like that's why I was upset when I heard it was a rat because my imagination just went poof out of the fucking roof.
Sounds about right. Oh my God, these rats are hilarious. They're cute. They're fast too.
And sneaky.
And sneaky.
All correct. Yeah, like when I read the rat attributes, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, yeah, that is crazy. It's so on point. It's insane. But I didn't know the Aztecs actually had a
They're on.
zodiac sign. And I'm kind of not obsessed is the wrong words, but I found the Aztecs really interesting because I went and watched a few documentaries on it, and it blew my fucking mind
Yeah.
on how insane that whole culture was, and like the people was insane. And I watched that one movie Apocalypto, and it just freaked me out. It was mental.
Apocalypto. I never seen that before.
Have you never seen that? That is probably the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
Really? Apocalypto. Hold on, let me write it down.
Mel Gibson directed it. Go and watch it. It is insane. It
Okay.
is insane.
Is it scary? Apocalypto?
No, it's not scary, but it's real. It's like it's gory and it's like Aztecs. It's based on the Aztecs and how the Aztecs, like the different Aztec villages and cultures, fought each other back in the
Mm.
day, and it's brutal as fuck. But it's intense. You must go and watch it.
Mm.
It's really crazy.
Yeah. Well, I have to make a call and I have to leave to an event at 6. So that was my last battle,
Same with
guys.
me. I'm gonna go. Thank you so much for that. Have a
That
wonderful
was
evening.
fun. Beautiful conversations. You have a great time and I'll see you
You
soon.
too. And
All right.
see you on the flip side. Cheers, cheers, bye.
Peace. Peace. Bye bye.
I need to send Joe Louis an invite. Yes, very cool. Where is he gonna jump on my thing? Friends. Why am I not seeing him? Um Please, sir, I would appreciate that. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. Um, I've got his, like, I think I see his thing here. MVP, Sarah. Yes, Laurie, if I can remember correctly. Oh, time for music. Slide away, give it all you've got. Mine today. Oh yes, Jenny. Sorry, I forgot. I'll definitely play it for you. Before the slide ends. Boom, boom, boom. Slide away, give it all you've got. Mine today. I need you now. You knock me off my feet. You just found it out now. Yeah, that's true. He's the lead singer. Oh, he's down. Yeah, he's the lead singer. It's cool, eh? I also didn't know. I only found out last year. Oh, he's battling. Okay, we'll wait for him. We can listen to some tunes. Let me be the one who shines with you. I haven't really seen a picture of him, of Bob Dylan's son, but I imagine him looking like Bob Dylan, you know, like short, curly hair. But maybe he doesn't look like him. Oh, really, Jimmy? And we can slide away. Guy's got a great voice. You know what I find mysterious as fuck, and I actually like it a lot about him, you know? I want to get into stuff is Jeff Beck. Like, Jeff Beck has got a great look, and he's got an amazing voice. And there's something about him that's just really fucking cool that I really like. And I would like to get more into his like thing, his story and his writing. Is really it's fucking cool. And I want to go and look. I just want to go and do some research.
My guy.
Yo, yo, yo. How are you, man? Are you well?
Dude, I'm doing great. How you doing over there?
I'm good, man. It's so nice to see you. Happy New Year. I haven't seen
Happy
you
New
since
Year to
last year.
you as well, man. You want to do some battles? Let's catch up. I feel like we haven't talked in like a long time.
Yes, man. What did you do? What did you do for Christmas and December? Did you have some rest? Did you chill? What was happening?
I just hung out with the family. My sister, she had a baby, so I was just hanging out with the family, the new baby, just getting to be an
That's cool.
uncle and stuff.
Congratulations, you're an uncle.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you do? How was your holiday?
So I worked for a little while and then I had some rest, man. I just took some time and just rested for a little bit. And yeah, it was cool, man. I wrote some new songs and I felt a bit inspired. So I had a
Okay.
good I had a good I had a good Christmas season, yeah.
How's the music been treating you?
Good, man. We've got some really cool gigs coming up for the new year. The band's been growing, so that's always good. You know, if it's not growing, you're doing something wrong.
There
So
you go, something wrong. Yeah, there you go.
So no, it's been going good, man. I'm getting to my I'm really experimental at the moment. So I'm just fucking around with a lot of stuff, and I'm really enjoying it. No, and yourself, how's
What's
the music going?
I just started back up maybe about a month ago. I haven't been making music. like kind of fluidly for about 2 years, and I really wasn't making music at all last year. So I had to get a new laptop. I got the laptop in December, and then I slowly started, producing again. Now I'm back recording. I'm recording old songs to release, but starting to like get the feel for new songs. But
Get
I'm
back into
waiting
the
to get,
rhythm of things, eh?
yeah, I'm trying to just get the rhythm. But I really want to hit that
Thank you, sir.
experimental, like,
I get
just
you.
kind of, yeah, just like be able to sit with music for a second and try out new sounds and test some
Have you
things out.
have you experienced any writer's block recently with like getting back into it, or we just fall back into it again?
It was. I thought I was gonna have a lot of writer's block, but I'm finding myself overwhelmed a bit, like kind of almost too much in my head.
Ah,
So trying to filter through like what I want to do, like kind of like too much. It kind of like being bogged down. I feel like with too many ideas and not being able to know which
I
one to get.
had that. I had that where I had like so many ideas where I would kind of start a song and I'll kind of do like the first verse and the chorus and then I'll move on to the next thing because I'm just
Mm-hmm.
too excited. But I've instead of going and writing a new fucking thing and jumping on it, thank you, Jenny. I worked myself back to those things, and it turned out that those things that I worked on were actually so fucking cool. I should have never left them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
I'm back
yeah,
there, and I'm feeling like my progress is growing way better. Thank you, Sarah. Way better now that I've just revisited some old ideas. You know.
yeah. I like it. It's been a new learning phase. Let's go MVP. Glinda, Carly, and Yusuf.
MVP,
Linda, I see
MVP,
you.
MVP. MVP Jenny. Thank you so much, Jenny. I appreciate that. But
It's been a
it's a full journey, man. It's a full fucking journey. It's never it's never you're never gonna be on top with like full of like ideas. You're always gonna hit that bottom where you have nothing in your mind. So I think it's better to have too much than nothing at all because it feels worse when there's fuck all happening, doesn't it?
that's exactly how I'm looking at it. I kind of like the fresh start being forced to take with being on this app in comparison to like TikTok.
Yeah.
So it's been helping me get out of my comfort zone as a singer because I was
But that's great.
used to being used to being a producer engineer just behind the scenes. So actually having to be on camera, like I was recording a song on live, but they couldn't hear the music. They could only hear my raw vocals because the app doesn't work for the iRigs right now.
Oh shit,
So
yeah.
the cash just damn. That's just what it is. I rather I rather have that than I guess be overproduced and not be confident in my actual abilities. So I'm enjoying the new artist phases. I guess.
So I found that when I started doing TikTok and people were like, "Oh, you're in a band, sing something for us,"
Yeah.
and you would kind of be like, "Fuck,"
Uh,
you feel unprepared, and you're like, "Fuck,
every
okay."
time I just come up with a good excuse, a better excuse than the last one to not
Yes, but
sing.
then the excuses run out, and then at some
Yeah,
stage you have to pick up the instruments, or you have to just pick up the mic, and you have to do something, and then you work through that thing where you feel like, fuck, I don't have this to back me up, or I don't have the band like I'm used to. I've got the boys, which are incredible musicians. It's just me, and it feels crazy, and but then it also pushes you to do more, doesn't it? Like I've
yeah.
had that. Thank you so much,
It's
Sarah.
I don't.
Thank
It's
you.
like it's like awkward growth, and it's the you
Yes.
you thought that you wouldn't like it, but you end up really enjoying it.
It felt like failing forward for me.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, that's the best way to put it. Is like, wow, this was raw, and
Yes.
it wasn't the best, but we're moving forward.
Yes. And then the
Like,
next one is better, and the next one is better. And then
mm-hmm.
the third time you might just jump back a few steps, but you know at least you're doing something. So
Yeah,
that was kind of my experience with the whole thing is like I have to push myself to do more because at the end of the day all of the practice is just adding to the 10,000 hours of the
there
mastery
you
of
go.
this thing. So it's
10,000 hours. Gotta get those hours in.
But have you found that when you were like making excuses and when you kind of sit alone with your own thoughts, they were like, fuck, I have to actually do these things because it's just going to make me a better musician at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And then you find yourself with nothing to do and you're like, fuck, why don't I just pick up the guitar? Why
Go
don't I just
make
do
some
that?
music. I promise you today. I was like, I'm just sitting here bored. I wonder what I could do. I'm like, oh yeah, you should make some music, dude. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
like make some music. Like, get it out of your head. I think I get so caught up with the
MVP
song in my
Sarah?
head that I don't like. I forget to put it in the computer and out. You know, like in here, it's
Yes.
just done. The song is done in my head. I sing it all day long.
Yes, yes,
It's
yes,
started in my
exactly.
head. It's done. My body feels it. Head feels it. We're good. But it's forgetting that the person next, your neighbor can't hear that song in your head. So you have to go through those steps of getting it out. You got to go through the guitar. Got to write the words down. Got to record it. Get it mixed. Get it mastered because that song's in your head, but you need to get it in your neighbor's head, in your friend's head,
You
in the
need,
stranger's
yes,
head. You know. So
yes,
it's remembering that hey, everybody can't hear this song that you so proudly sing to yourself every day, or
yes,
that you
exactly.
just made up. So it's always remembering that everybody can't hear the music that you keep to
Yes,
yourself.
100%. People, I don't think people who make music for a living and with good thought behind it, how hard it is for you to take the thing that's in your head and when you lay it down on the piece of paper or on your phone, it's extremely hard for it to sound as good as it sounds in your
In your
head.
head, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
because in your head it sounds like a fucking Grammy. You know what I
it's
mean?
fucking, it's amazing. Yeah, it's nothing but perfection.
Yes,
It's like
exactly.
it's like trying to work backwards or like reversing the song. Oh, chat, we got two
Thank you,
supplies.
Sarah. Oh, Dr. Kaylee, have a
Everything
wonderful
just like
evening. And
turned up real
remember to
fast.
ask your
Shh,
girlfriend's
let's
boyfriend if he
go,
has any fucking tattoos.
Glenda. Glenda, what did you rob
Um,
a bank?
who's robbing a bank? What's
When,
that?
I think like Glenda left and robbed a bank on our break.
Uh,
I took a reset break. I didn't see her, and then she came back and started shooting the lights up.
but yeah, I mean, we're failing forward, and that's good. That's good. I'm
Yeah,
happy. I think this year is gonna be good, and I think it's gonna be good year for creativity, and I hope for the same for you. You know.
I think the same. I was happy that Nikki told me you got over here.
Yeah. He said, no. Oh, yeah. On favoritism. Fuck yeah, man. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
was, I was,
it's
I was happy she told me you were over here. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, it's really cool. Aaron, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much for all the gifts. I really appreciate it. Have a good evening and take care. 2025 is gonna be it's gonna be cool, man. I've already got a feeling that the band, because it started off with some really cool gigs. I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be
there
great.
you go.
I feel like this year is where the foundation is laid and we're starting to place our bricks individually now.
There you go.
And
Yeah.
I think we're gonna fucking smash it. I hope so.
All right, you guys got it. You got it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah, you got the. I don't know. Whenever I see you, there's no other thing that you can be aside from like an artist, a rock star, a musician.
Oh,
Like,
thanks. I appreciate
yeah,
that.
you don't give me any other energy aside from music.
Yeah,
So,
no, dude, I fucking live and breathe music.
yeah,
I
like
I go down
that's you.
rabbit
Yeah.
holes. I go down rabbit holes like a fucking crazy person, and it's hard to get out of it because I get so obsessed with some music that I
Okay.
would replay the same song like 10 times just because I want to get that feeling of what I get. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kixie, wat is sy naam? Ek speel nog ons gereeld. Ek het nou die dag saam met Zaan en Perro gespeel in Elandre. So now it's like fucking I'm excited. Let's fucking do this. Let's smash it. Let's just fucking even if Dr. True sê vir hom as jy hom sien sê vir hom Tiaan sê hallo. Hy sal weet wie dit is. I want to get up onto stage and I want to give a fucking show. I feel like that's something I have to work on this year. Is
Me,
really giving a
me,
show.
me too. Is being on stage and working a show and not having any musicians.
You want
Like
to do? You want to go? Are you talking about like having like stems and that shit?
I mean, I just need to get better at being on stage.
Oh, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
Yeah, I
Okay, yeah.
just performing in general. I think I performed I performed 3 times ever, and each time it was always like somebody like my part on somebody else's song
I
at some
get you.
random moment, you know.
I get you. I understand. Thank you,
Yeah,
Sarah. Well, for me, it's like okay, because we've played a lot of gigs last year. I was like, okay, boys, we've nailed the sound. The sound is nailed. We are fucking tight. We are fucking tight on stage. But now we have to give the people a show.
for sure.
They
Yeah.
have they have to have something to look at. There's so many factors that play into this.
Hmm.
While you're giving a show, you have to think of your voice when you're singing because you can't fucking tire yourself out and then you don't have range. You have to think of playing your instrument right, and you have to think because we moved over with playing with in ears, and now we are extremely tight on in ears. But what happens when those in ears fuck out? You have to be able to improvise. So all that shit just happens, and you just all it is you have to master your craft and you have to play your fucking 10,000 hours, and that's live performances for musicians is where you gain your experience, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm a firm believer in that, and truthfully, it's live streaming. I think backs that because it's the
Yes. It's raw, man.
if you can't, it's kind of the like when I was recording the other day, I see myself wanting to, if I couldn't do like if I couldn't do the verse in one take, I would restart it. If I fucked up in the middle, I'm restarting it because I wanted that, like just that full, I guess, performance of it. But I felt that because I was live, I needed at least like my takes. I didn't want edited things, you know. I wanted to at least get good,
I,
solid, full takes, you
yes,
know.
like just a good vocal performance.
Yeah, you know, and it was truthfully, I think it was being live that made me want to times 10 the, okay, you have to perform good because they can't hear the backing music and you're
Yes.
live. So
Yes.
you're recording and being creative, but this is a show for them. So you need to
Yes.
limit your, fuck ups and
And
add a
you
show
are gonna
to it.
be judged. You are
Mm-hmm.
gonna be judged on your performance. It doesn't matter if it's on fucking TikTok or favorited or in front of a bar of two people or a 2,000 people.
You are
You
going
are
to
gonna
be
be
judged.
judged.
I like that. Because that is the inevitable. You are going to be judged.
For me, it's way harder performing for one person than it is for 10,000. I feed off
Mm.
energy, and that is something I had to get used to because do you know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
the band plays big shows now, and you go to like a fucking show and they put you on a great time slot. Thank you so much for the gift, Aussies. And then you play a good time slot, and then there's fucking people there. But then you booked for a big festival, and you're the first band up because you're like in the making, and you are like you're building your way up. Then you get to a place, and there's not 10,000 people. There might be just like 50 people. You I feel like the opening band is just as important as the headliner because
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what slot you have on that stage. All artists have an hour to play, for instance. Take that hour and be the best fucking band in the world or the musician when you go and play on that stage. That is the thing. That's what makes musicians incredible. Is if you go and look at bands like I'm going to use a fucking thing now. If you go and watch Queens of the Stone Age live, when they play a show, they are the best band in the world in that hour when they play a show, and that's what
Mm.
I want to be. You know
I
what I
like
mean?
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When I play a show, I want to be the best band in the world while that show is playing because I'm giving it my fucking all, and that is the thing that I need to work on because it's everything. It's the look. It's the vibe. People come for vibes. People come for vibes. That's just the
That's
reality
it.
of it.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
the energy. Yeah,
you
that's
have to
all.
give them the
That's
energy.
all they want. They want energy. They want. What would you want your show to be like? Is it like a lot of moving? You want to work the stage? What's the?
So I move around a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I think I want to transition from moving too much to being centered, planted on the stage. Because MVP Sarah, thank you so much. I think being planted on
Okay, somebody
stage,
call.
for somehow being planted on stage and just doing like movement, but not like being a fucking crazy person running around on stage, has way more energy and presence. Like, presence is a thing. If you walk up onto stage and you plant yourself, you can focus on your vocals and then move when you need to move. Don't start
Hmm.
off by fucking running around like a crazy person and just focusing on that. You have to perform and you have to give a vocal performance. So that is also important, and that's something that I've neglected for a long time.
Oh yeah, you probably. I'm like that. I dance a lot when I was recording. I
Thank you,
dance a
Jamie.
lot, and I'm kind of spastic when I'm recording. My
Yes.
chat tells me they tell me I have musical
Thank you, sir.
Tourette's when I record.
Yes.
Like, I'm just like
The,
you know. But what I had to learn was like, especially like if you're recording and you're dancing, it'll mess up your breath. You just have to
yes.
find some way to like just center it
Yes.
somewhere. Like just like kind of you know how a dog has to like stop wagging his tail for a little bit and just sit for a second and then you're
Yes.
good. Yeah, it's like that. It's like,
Exactly.
okay, like calm
Exactly
down for a
that.
second, stop wagging your tail,
Yeah.
and focus that energy, and then it kind of just opens itself. Let's go,
If you
Glenda.
if you think about it, it's like a flashlight, for instance. If you switch on a flashlight, you can see because all of the energy is focused into one little
Hmm.
point. You know what I mean? And I want to be a flashlight rather than just putting the light on in the room. I want to be a flashlight. When you switch that thing off, all the energy is focused, and all the energy is focused to a performance. And and
Let's go.
anything and the experience of just being on stage will fall into place. Maybe it's a defense mechanism that I've planted in my head for maybe just having a bit of stage fright, and moving around kind of blocks off that thing for me. But I feel like it's time for me to kind of face that shit head on, because
Yeah,
doing that is not going to make me a better performer. It's just
yeah,
going to fuck it up in the long run.
yeah,
People don't have
it,
anything to relate to.
yeah. And if it's not I think one of the things we have to always remember is if we don't like it, we really can't expect somebody else to like it. And there
Yeah,
are
I mean
moments where we
that's a
don't,
big thing.
and there
That's
are
a such
moments
a big thing.
where we don't, where something's not our favorite, or we don't like a song anymore. But and then a fan goes or a listener goes, "Hey, that's an amazing song. I like this one." And that's cool. That's preference. But if you don't deem something good art, or you wouldn't want to put your name on it, those are those things we got to
Yes,
change right away. Like I'm very adamant on the things that I wouldn't put my name on because they're not up to par. Just change them. And because we're gonna be judged, and why be judged on something that we can judge and say is bad? It's just make it
exactly.
better. You know.
I've had things where I've played a show and I've thought like it was a really good show, and then I would be kind of done, and then a musician will come onto stage and he'll play a show, and I'll be like, "Fucking hell, man! Can I just have one more chance?" Because I really, I really realize now what I did wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there you go. Like I see with somebody else. Okay.
Yeah, and then it comes down to experience. That artist might be playing fucking 5 shows a weekend, where I only play one.
Yeah.
But I kind of have to center my shit into that one show to make sure that that one show is as good as his 5 shows that he plays over the weekend. So
It's
that's the
all about
shit
that
that's been
muscle.
going on in my head over the holidays. It's like, how can I better myself this year on all the shit I know I did wrong last year? It's also a manifestation thing for me, because you can sit and think about it and forget about it really quickly. I have to write that shit down, and I
Act on it.
have
Yeah.
to like fucking you. I have to know. You have to sit. Michael Jackson said something really cool, and it's for me like that is the fucking thing about songwriting. It's not really meant in a religious way, but it makes total sense. It's like you have to let God into the room. Making its meaning for me is like you have to make yourself open to anything. And I think
Yeah.
you have to do the same thing on stage. You have to go onto stage and be open and kind of be that vessel where the energy flows through. When you are that, I think that you would fucking nail it. But if you're just this is the stiff thing fucking bouncing around on stage, and all you can think about is your fucking moves and what you're gonna do with the mic instead of using your instrument, I think then yeah.
Right. Yeah. Thinking about what you're gonna do with it instead of using it. I like that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, and it's sad because I mean, there's a lot of good musicians that fucked up because they don't think about shit like that.
Yeah, they sometimes I've had to learn. Sometimes to be better at music, you have to step away from the actual music. You have to
Yes.
go. You have to go focus on administrative work, stage presence, all of the
Yes.
things that go into um, being a good artist that may not have anything to do with the actual song or creating music or
Yes.
musicality and or lessons. But it's a lot that I think goes into an artist that has little to do with a song. I think music is one side of it, but your image, your
There's so
presence, how you
much.
handle.
So
Yeah,
much.
it's a lot. Yeah, it is a lot to being an artist, and especially if you are like if you want to be an iconic artist, or like you're looking at the pioneers of music versus. Like, I think we've had a lot of fads in the last like 10 years. Like none of
Yeah,
them.
there's a lot of one-hit wonders happening,
Mm-hmm.
isn't it? And do you know what do you know what I really appreciate and I respect from the old days and what how they did shit then? It was all about the music. If you think about it, 100 years from now, when the last fucking T-shirt, the band T-shirt, is fucked up in the ground, it doesn't exist anymore. All that stays on this planet is the music. That's
Yeah,
all. That's all that's going to remain out of this whole experience for you and for me. So I always come back to that. The music is the most important thing, but unfortunately today the music alone is not going to cut it. It's all about the business behind the music, isn't it?
yeah. The business behind the music and yeah, and if you can fathom to make decent music, if you can be okay at music and be really good at business, you got something going. You
Yes.
know,
I mean, if you can just hold one note, but your fucking marketing team is the best in the world, you'll be the best.
man,
You'll be the
it,
biggest artist in the world.
well,
It's just the way it
every
is.
single time without fail. But you could be the world's greatest musician, have the world's greatest voice, but piss poor marketing, no one will ever hear you.
You'll never make it.
You
That's
never make
that's
it. You won't be heard.
That's the truth, eh? So I'm busy. I'm busy selling tickets for a show now. So the show, it's a big show happening in South Africa, and they've asked like bands to sell tickets to see who sells the most tickets. There's already like really big names on the bill, and they were like, okay, you guys that are like up and coming bands, go and sell tickets. The person who sells the most tickets, you can play by the show. And some people in my live commented they've never heard of something like that, and I was just like. Um, it's on the one side, it sounds horrible for a person that's not into music, but it's really not. What I think it does is I think it's an awesome opportunity to show people that you have to work extremely hard to get where you want to be. There's a lot of work that goes into music. it's
Yeah,
also it's also a lot of planning. So you have to go and work hard and say, okay, well, we sell these tickets, we can play at the show. Because publicity that happens at a gigs like that is what you fucking want.
yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's worth. I had a friend. He called it footwork. Doing things with your feet. The hard work, the manual labor that
Yes.
you wish you could that if you wanted to you could do with the click of a button, but it works better when you do it by hand. You
Yes.
know,
100%.
so it's things like that would pay off. I think that so often we lose touch with traditional senses in music, like going to the
Yes.
record places, going and actually dealing with the promoter,
Flyers and
flyers.
posters.
Like just tangible things about music. We're getting very out of touch with that. So I look at those moments and I think that is like it's that that's people who love music. Only a
Yes.
band that loves music is gonna see why that's necessary, and then that separation starts to happen, and you look around and you go, oh, not many of y'all really love music, and not many of y'all
Yeah.
really are willing to go through this type of work to get maybe the same result. It's all about the process,
Yeah.
and
100%.
you would see that a lot of people they won't go through the right process to get a result. If they can go through it faster or cheaper or differently,
Yeah,
um,
it's all about that.
yeah, no one cares about the process anymore, and that's really the meat and potatoes of everything.
Can I just take a second to promote this? Maybe I'll sell some tickets, guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
We're playing a show in South
Oh,
Africa.
it's smoky.
Of course, it's in South Africa, but it's called Savaar's Groot Dag Uit. If you want to go and check it out and help us get onto the bill and buy a ticket, I would really appreciate it. On my Instagram is all the details. Please go and check it out. My community's been amazing. We've sold 36 tickets in a day, so I'm
There you
fucking
go. Yeah.
stoked. So
Hell
we're
yeah.
getting there. We're getting there. I've most definitely we will play the show because I'm confident as fuck. But I think it's gonna be cool. And yeah, thank you for letting me saying that.
Oh, of course, man. Hanging out.
Um, are you playing any shows? What's happening? Do you have any shows coming up?
No shows coming up. Right now, I'm just really focusing on creating. I need to get. I don't have enough music out, in my opinion. So I've just been re- recording and then releasing music so I can so that when I go to promote it, there's more music to listen to. I
Oh,
think I
I
only
get you.
had like prior to this year, I think I only had maybe 6 songs out. I just put out 3 earlier in the month, trying to just kind of cushion the catalog. That way, when I promote it and start telling people that I have music out, that they can listen to more than just 30 minutes of music and kind of
Can I tell you my opinion about stuff like that?
yeah.
Because I feel the same. I feel like catalog is cool. But let's be honest, it only takes one song.
I know, man. I think about that shit every time.
Dude, do you know
Every
that
time
that
I'm like, dude,
gets
this
me
is
up
long.
at night? Do you know that that shit keeps me up at night? Do you know that only takes one song, and that one song is the song that people will listen to
That's
in
that's
repeat
the reason why I
forever.
refuse. That's the reason why I refuse to do an album right now.
I haven't recorded an album
Yeah,
ever yet.
that
I've
I
done
would just.
EPs, but
Mm-hmm.
I can feel that one song is fucking coming. I feel like I'm the vessel and it's coming, but in reality, it's one song. That's all it takes. It's one song, and it's been like that since the start of music.
Just forever.
All it takes is one song, and
Damn,
that song will be
Smokey.
played forever.
I smoke. I swear to God, Smokey. I was just thinking about that song. Smokey was just telling me about this song that I put out. He said, "Dude, nothing else that you do matters. Run with this one. You could put out whatever. You could go with whatever, but this one right here, run with it." And when you said that, the first thing I thought was, maybe I don't need to cushion it as much as I thought, and maybe I need to run with that one song and take
Nou,
it to the
dit
races.
is die gig is in Maart. Dit is in Maart. Gaan check my Instagram uit. All die details is daar. Dude, do you know? It's like, do you know? I listen to so much music, man. I'm such a music slut. I love music, but and dude, I listen to songs and then I'm just like, you know what? Fucking, I just wish I wrote that song. You know?
Man, I think that is the highest compliment that I ever learned to give music is I wish
That
that was
is
mine.
that
Like
is the
I
biggest
want that.
compliment you can give
Yeah,
any musician. Is I wish I wrote that song.
yeah. I wish I
And
wrote that. I wish that was mine.
fucking
I
hell, man.
want that. Like give me that. Whatever. Yeah. There's so many
I'm
moments I hear music like, damn.
and the crazy
Hold
part is
on.
those songs are usually the ones that take the artist 2 minutes to write.
Yeah. This is
It,
the
it's
this
it's
the
the I've learned to overthink. I've stopped overthinking stuff because it's. Do you know what I mean? It's like that shit just happens in the moment. It's that John Lennon, which I fucking idolize because the Beatles are my favorite band. John Lennon said that if you start a song, just finish it. It doesn't matter if you sing about potatoes or tomatoes. It doesn't matter. Just
just
finish
finish
the
it. Just
fucking
finish it.
song and
I,
move on to the next.
yeah. The people always ask me. So I don't write songs, but a lot of people always wonder why I'll say, "Oh, I'm working on a song," but it's not. I'm not writing it, but it's in my head. I have a rule that if I can't remember the line, then it wasn't good. And it's not until I get maybe like a hook and a verse in my head where okay, I remember all these words because they
Yeah.
were good enough to not forget without writing, or catchy enough or whatever. Then I'll go and like force the rest of it out. But the thing I've been doing a lot recently is just seeing how trying to see how much naturally sticks. If I get an idea and I say, "Oh, I'm gonna write this song for 3 days," or will I forget about it? Was it worth it? Did it stay with me after I thought about it? And I really been
I
liking those ideas.
I've had the bad habit of trusting my brain and thinking that it will remember the line that I just sang in the car. And then when I get back home, I'm like, Jesus, I
From
forgot
the
what I
song
sang in the car and it was the best thing ever. So
every
now
time. Yeah.
I drive around with a recorder and on my phone and I just like sing into it,
Uh
or
huh.
I make a note of just writing it down because I've lost so much good shit by just trusting my brain to remember small shit like that. You get busy during
Right.
the day and you're like, oh my god, I forgot what I sang. Now I'm fucked.
See, I get lucky with. I'm like that if I don't have any music, but if I'm writing to something that's already like a production or a beat, then it's a little bit easier to say, oh, you forgot those words because they sucked. Or the
Yeah.
melody wasn't really good.
I'm fighting also the overthinking demon when it comes to shit like that because I'm a natural overthinker. But um, I like the other night I did a demo and it sounded fucking massive, dude. The melody was there, the hook was there. It had everything. It had the attitude. It was rock and roll. It's in your fucking face. It was the don't give a fuck vibe, and I loved it. And I listened to it in the car and I was fucking loving it. The next day I was like, oh, maybe I should change that. And then I had to
Hmm.
remind myself, don't overthink this, man, because that was your first fucking problem in the
You know,
first
your,
place. The
your, your
overthinking
first
shit.
your first impression of it, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So,
I
first
always have to.
impressions is the only
I mean,
impression you'll ever get. You don't get
yeah,
a second chance to make a first impression. That's the problem.
but I think that's the best part about demos. I think, truthfully, I love hearing artists demos because that's the very first impression of these ideas, these thoughts,
Yes.
and,
Yes.
and then they got polished and worked on or beefed up or whatever. But I love hearing people's demos in comparison to like
Me
the final
too.
work. I
I
love
fucking
demos.
dude,
I love
I
demos.
go and listen to bands like Nirvana and Oasis, and then you go into like their B sides, like you go to the remastered versions on the albums, and then you'll find demos where Kurt would be playing an acoustic guitar and you'll just sing the song.
Hmm.
And oh, thank you, Sarah. Please say hi for me. And then you would go and listen to an Oasis album, and Noel Gallagher would be playing a song on the acoustic, and then I love the fucking demo more than I love the actual mastered version of the song. It's
Because
like you
it's
can
like
hear
the
the
like the source
emotion.
of idea. Yeah,
It's fucking all. You can feel the creativity in it, and I'm just like I fucking
that's
love
what
it
it is. Yeah,
so much, so
yeah.
much.
You can feel how creative it is instead of how perfect it is or how polished. Like because
Yeah.
if you really love Earth, you probably rather have crystals instead of having diamonds. You know,
Yes.
so
Yes.
you rather have that raw form rather than the polished, cute.
Exactly. Exactly.
Technically, I said, hey,
Sometimes I feel like when shit gets mastered, it fucks some of the fucking attitude up. Like
yeah, all the dynamics get thrown off. The mastering is just pissing on dynamics.
yeah. Like sometimes I feel like fuck man, I loved the raw shit more than I love the mastered version.
Yeah, I think I think the only thing that makes me like mixed and mastered versions is that I went to school for audio engineering.
Yes.
That's the only reason why. So, and I try to do as little as possible because I like how my
Yeah, yeah.
I try to do as little as possible because I like how my like the
It's,
raw
it's
feeling.
it's also there's so much that goes into a song. I mean, if I have to show you guys, everyone in this live, how the sheets. Why do you record on Logic Pro?
Pro Tools.
Pro
Well,
Tools.
I use both. I do production and
Yeah.
Logic, and then I do a lot of recording and mixing in Pro
A
Tools.
2 minute song, for instance, would have just fucking layers
Dude,
of
yes.
the. It's like it's endless. The layers just go with everything that's in the song, and it's but especially with a band because you've got drums, bass, everything
The,
is
the
mic'd.
drum the drum has 10 microphones just for the set
Yeah,
itself.
it's insane. Yeah, so Logic Pro is someone's asking what Logic is. Logic Pro is Apple's recording software. We the whole band gets recorded on it. We've been recording on Logic Pro for the longest time now. It's super user friendly, but it's not
Very.
easy recording a band. It's not fucking
Yeah,
easy.
no, I would no. Yeah, no. Recording a band in Logic is probably a bitch, actually.
Compatible with a MacBook, with MacBook Pros. Yeah, you can get it on MacBook Pros. You can even
It's
get it on
probably
the iPad.
it's probably annoying working with a band in Logic, but it's probably easier navigating.
It's
Yeah,
yes,
yeah, just
it's
navigating is
super
probably
user friendly.
yeah,
The,
it's probably easier
the
to
the
navigate
producer
with.
that records us just flies through it like a fucking machine, bro. He's like AI on that shit. But he's been trained on it, or he trained himself on it, so he just knows exactly what all of his plugins is,
Hmm.
and all of the effects and what he wants to add. And we recorded in his room. We record the whole band in his room on his computer, and it sounds massive. It's insane.
Yeah,
Like the amp is in a wooden box, and the bass amp and the bass doesn't get plugged into amp. The bass just goes straight into
right,
the fucking
right into the computer. Yeah,
yeah, straight into the computer, and the guitar gets plugged into a wooden box that stands next to his fucking window. And his coffee cups are standing everywhere. Everyone's smoking cigarettes and sitting on the carpet, and we just record the whole band on that.
recording.
It's
Yeah,
insane. Actually, how easy it is these days to just record music.
yeah, I love it.
Maybe we're
I,
overthinking shit. Actually, I don't know.
you know, I've been telling my moderator Carly like, let's be done thinking. Like, let's just do and let's just do and let's stop trying to. I like to strategize. I love planning, and sometimes I over plan or over strategize and forget to actually do it.
So I'm impulsive. So I jump into things, and if I make a
Mhm.
mistake, I'm like, oh fuck it. You know what I mean? But sometimes you can't do that. So
See, I
I'm still
sit.
learning that. I'm still learning that trade of just like planning and all that stuff. But
Man, sometimes I sit.
I'm getting better at it. Yeah.
Sometimes I sit and I think for so long, for like, and I'll come up with like this perfect plan that
I am.
was so perfect because it took so long to think about, and by the time you look, your timeline's off, or like you're past the date, or you've wasted 3 weeks thinking when you could have did 3 weeks of doing, you know. And I
Does
I,
it?
I try to be more fluid now versus hard on what I want to do because
Having
the
having a big having like a big imagination can also be a curse sometimes because
yeah
you sit and you work through all of these things in your head, and by the end of the process you are so exhausted that you
yeah
don't even have the energy to do anything, but
this is
then you have to, you know what I mean?
yeah it's like I think it's tiring to acknowledge that some ideas or that most ideas are worthy ideas but just not yet, so they don't get you don't put them away, you address them for a moment and you go, okay, you're a good idea but not right now, and you're just constantly filtering but nothing is thrown away because you're creative, so no idea is really a bad idea, it's
we
just not
are we are
now.
idea hoarders. If
Yeah,
we
like
are
this is
idea
yeah.
hoarders, and
Yeah.
um
For sure.
and I think it's a bad thing because I think we should just. I, I this is what I'm gonna do this year. I'm just gonna take an idea, and I'm just gonna be like yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, instead of maybe, 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 because it's all the
Hmm.
maybes that fuck you up. Because it
Yeah.
sits with you and it bothers you, and eventually it just fucks you up because you don't really get to the end of the idea, and it
Yep.
just. I feel like you should just take it and start working on it, and you will see in no time if it's going to work or not, and you just leave it or you go on with it. I feel
You'll see
like
some.
that's
You'll see some progress. Yeah, you'll see something.
yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, man, I fucking it's so cool to catch up, and we had some deep and interesting chats right
All
now.
right, I
It's really
love it,
cool.
man.
Yeah,
I'm glad to see you, bro. Request me anytime. Battle me
yeah.
anytime.
Same, same with you, man.
Yeah, bro.
I'm
That's
happy
good
that
to
you
see you.
introduced us to each other. Yeah, and that's really cool.
Likewise, I'm glad we're still connected.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Joe, good luck with all the stuff, man, and good luck with the music and good luck with
Likewise, bro.
everything.
I'll be popping in your live, bro. If you keep going live, I'll pop in, bro. So I'll see you
No,
soon.
I'll be live, man. I'll be live, and maybe in the future we can do some collaboration on some
Oh yeah,
stuff.
bro.
You know what I
We got
mean?
to figure it out. I'm gonna check out some music and see what we can get going.
Cool, that'd be cool, man. Well, have a wonderful day, man, and don't dwell on those ideas too much. Just to get it
Oh yeah,
started,
we're not
fucking leave
doing
it
that.
alone.
All right, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
Lucky, my man. Have a good day. Cheers.
You too. Let's go, chat. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, 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 oh. That was an interesting chat, and it was cool because there's not a lot of people on the app, like creators, that you can have like chats about stuff like that, because that's the reality of the music industry. For creative people, in any field, actually, not just the music industry, in any field, there's a lot of challenges, but it's very rewarding when you figure that challenge out and you turn nothing into something. It's really special, but it's a hard fight to the end to figure that nothing out, essentially, or just starting from nothing. It's a big fight, but that's the fight we all signed up to. That's the fight we all signed up to, and you can't back out of that fight and be a little bitch, because that's what you want to do, that's what you want to be, and you are willing to suffer for your art in any way. So that is exactly what I'll be doing this year, is work extremely hard to make sure that the lives are good and interesting, and the lives get better, and we have more people in here, and the rabbit hole grows, because that is also a very big creative thing for me, is the rabbit hole. I love going live, and if I could go full time, I would do it in a heartbeat, because going full time on social media would allow me to go full time with a band. Do you know what I mean? And I love my music, so if I could go full time on social media, I would be a musician, and I would be the king of the fucking rabbit hole. That's it. And I would push all of my energy into that, and it will turn into something really cool. For obvious reasons, I can't fucking do it right now because I do have bills to pay, but hopefully that will work out pretty soon and I can do that, because it's doing working as a freelancer and doing crazy hours, as well as live streams with the Harseys all over the world, and also the band. It does make you tired. Sorry, it does make you tired sometimes, but you have to fight through it. And I'm more than willing to. I'm more than willing to jump in and do the hard work. Um, I am an extremely busy person. You have no idea how busy I am. And on my days off, I do get fucking lazy, where I don't want to do anything. But that's fine. I think any person should allow themselves that. Even if you're doing a 9 to 5, or you're doing this or that, you should allow yourself some downtime. It's important. You have to reset. You have to reset. You can't just throw coal into the stove and let the train drive faster and faster. Eventually, you're gonna have to change the wheel. Do you know what I mean? Everything breaks at some point. So you just need you just need that second of just working on your energy and all that stuff, because it influences everything in my position. Not being myself, due to being exhausted, influences everything. It influences my band with creativity and songwriting. It influences the rabbit hole because I'm not going live as much. But I am working towards that, and I feel like it is turning around, and it's going to be a cool thing. You guys are incredible because you're always on the lives when I go live, and there's a lot of Harseys on here, and I know my Modniki is also not on here, but um, they're also just taking their downtime, just like I would. Do you know what I mean? So that is also cool. We all need it, and we all deserve it. And we have to understand, and we have to be patient with each other, and we have to allow each other our little space in this world where we can be ourselves. If we are not allowed to be ourselves, what are we even fucking allowed? That is the one thing that you own in this world. You might not own your house because you're still paying it off. You might not own your car, or you might not own this, or you might not own that. But the one thing you do own in this whole world is you and yourself. You own the right to be yourself. And we should allow that. We should allow that. And I think it's important. And I think we should be cool with each other, and always spread the positivity, And if you're having a bad day, and reach out to each other. Don't judge, because that just creates more problems. And be there for each other. That's my vision. That's my vision for the rabbit hole. You know what I mean? And that's what I want for everybody. With that, because that was my motivational Monday speech, because it is Monday for me. I'm gonna greet you. Thank you so much, Halsies. Thank you so much for the gifts and everything you gave me, for the interesting conversations and all the laughs and the cool music. If I've missed your request, I will play it tomorrow. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see each other on the flip side. Peace.